In homework 5, number 12, we're given this problem where Laura and Martin obtain a 30-year, $150,000 conventional mortgage at 10% on a house selling for $180,000. Their monthly mortgage payment is told to us to be $13,005, and we're asked a few questions about this. The first question is, how much total will they pay for their house? So kind of off to the side here, let's do this. We'll call this part A. What they're going to do in this problem is they're going to make $13,005 payments every month for 30 years. In addition to that, they borrowed $150,000 and they bought a house that sold for $180,000. This is going to mean 180 minus 150. That means they paid $30,000 when they first moved in. They paid a $30,000 down payment. So they're going to have to add in the total paid for the payments. Sorry about that. Total paid due to payments plus the down payment. And you should see that the total paid is just under $500,000. Now, question B, the second part, how much of this was due to interest? Well, they paid a total of $499,800 over the course of the loan, including all they paid for the payments plus the interest that went with that along with the down payment. And they bought a house that cost $180,000. That'll give us our answer to B, just subtracting off the original price of the home. C. Now C is not implicitly in this problem very clearly, but let's look at what C is asking. If we look at an amortization table, it gives us a process by which we can look at this. And you have some in your notes, so I'm going to abbreviate here. In an amortization table, we're going to look at the beginning balance. Here, that's $150,000. It's the loan amount for that. Next thing we're going to look at would be the interest. And if you haven't seen this yet in class, we're going to do that again soon in class. But to find the interest, it's working as if it was simple interest over one time period. Here, the initial balance was $150,000, so we'll take $150,000 times the interest rate. This is PRT, from like simple interest. The interest rate here is 0.1 or 0.10 times the time. Now, for any compound interest problem, the interest will look like simple interest over one time period. Here, they're making monthly payments. Monthly payments. So one time period here is a month. A month is 1/12 of a year because the time for simple interest is in years. When I work that out, that actually ends up being $1,250. So the amount of interest that accrues over the first time period for this loan is $1,250. The amount that's going toward the principal payment, well, they made a total payment of $1,305, and the interest accounted for $1,250 of that. The difference, $55, hopefully you can see this on there. The difference of $55 is what's applied to the principal, and that's the answer to the second part of the question. For the second part of the question, or for question 13, we're told eLoan offers auto loans for 60 months at 6% compounded monthly. I'll point out 60 months, if you're dealing with a compounded monthly loan, that would be 5 years. If you have good credit and you can afford payments of $322, how much can you borrow? All right, so if I look at this problem, you're going to be making payments of $322, $322, $322, so on and so forth. And this comes back to the question, when did you get the money? Well, they give you the loan here at the beginning. So that's going to be the present value of that money. So we're actually looking for the present value. Our payments are $322. R is 0.06. And here it's compounded monthly, so N is 12. T is 5. So this is a 5-year loan. And plugging those into the formula from our formula sheet, formula number 8, which should look something like the payments times 1 minus 1 plus R over N to the negative NT all over, it's an R really, R over N, gives us that 16,665, whatever it is up there, $16,655.63. So that's the first question. The second question here, well, I'll use a different color here. The second question here, the interest, well, you made payments of $322 every month for 5 years, so that's 12 times 5. You'll notice that's the same as 60. That's the total paid. You borrowed $16,655.43, and that'll give me this result, $2,664.37. In general, the interest is the difference between the total paid and the present value or the future value, or it's the absolute value of that. So let's say you did this in the wrong order, the subtraction, and you got a negative here. It's just going to be the positive of that. And I think just remembering you have to find this total paid based on the payments. If you do that correctly, it's usually pretty easy to figure out what this amount is. Hope that helps on questions number 12 and 13.